Good day, tourists. I am Jezebel Marinieves, but you can call me Jessa for short, and I will be your tour guide for today. And it's my pleasure to be of service to you. So, tourists, are you all excited? Great! I believe that you are all excited to our tour today because we will be going to Japan. Yes, you heard it right. So, alright, tourists, we will be visiting some of the most famous historical tourist spots in Japan. But before we proceed, let me tell you 5 interesting facts about Japan. So, first, did you know that the world's oldest company is in Japan? Second, it has the 11th largest population in the world. Third, the Japanese flag is the longest among the other countries. Fourth, there is one vending machine for every 24 people. And lastly, nearly half the zippers worldwide are made in Japan. So here we are, tourists. First up, the famous tourist spot, the Osaka Castle. Built in 1586 by famous Japanese worker and politician Toyotomi Hideyoshi. Osaka Castle was at that time the largest and most important fortress in the country. And tourists, be sure to visit the attractive site as the sunset. So, the next destination will be one of the most famous tourist spots in Japan. Is the Shinjuku-gyoen National Park, one of Tokyo's most famous districts, known for its electric nightlife, trendy restaurants, and upscale hotels. But the heart of the district's also home to one of Tokyo's most naturally beautiful attractions. The Japan was built during Japan's Edo period in 1603 to 1867 as the residence of the feudal lord. So, tourists, make sure to look around the beautiful spots and take some pictures and also enjoy the ordinary cherry blossom season. So hi everyone! Have you enjoyed this tour? Wow! I'm so glad and happy to see all your smiles. And thank you for all your cooperations in this tour. I hope you enjoy and learn something from our tour today.
Hi tourists! How are you feeling today? And good morning by the way. I am your tour guide Christine, or you can just simply call me tour guide Teen. So in behalf of the King Ginhawa Tour and Travel, I welcome you all. So first let me discuss to you our ways not to get lost in the city or to your tour guide. So whenever I call you tourist, tourist, that means that you need to line up and we need to go to our destination. And whenever I raise this flag, it means we have to say bye-bye and head to our next destination. So let's go and have some good adventure. So now that we're on our way to our first destination, and oh, to be exact, we're here in our first destination. So first we need to calm down, tourists, and please do watch your step. So first is that let me give you some briefing of what is an N tower. So N tower or Namsan Tower, or also called as Seoul Tower, is an observation deck. The 236-meter tall tower is considered to be the trademark and the second highest peak in Seoul. So I'll give you 10 minutes to take pictures in the area. Take your time, tourists! Tourists! Please line up as we go inside the N Tower. Now that we're inside the N Tower, you can take your time in taking pictures and I will give you enough time to do anything that you like. So when you get inside, you can see the view of the South Korea or Seoul, Seoul, and you can also visit the padlocks that can be seen. But I will be there in the padlock area so that I can give you some tips on what are you going to do in there. Tourists! Sadly, it's time to say goodbye and head to our next destination. And now that we have arrived to our next destination, as you can see at my back, this is where the Gwangjang market is. You can taste exotic food, street food, try some clothes on, and even bring home some tasty food to your family in your area. So come on guys, come on tourists, you can try their exotic food or Korean food here in this area. As you can see, they sell fish cake, they sell tteokbokki and other Korean food. So come on tourists, you can try their food. Before I almost forgot, did I mention that the lady vendor featured in Netflix Street Food Asian named movie in episode 6 is being filmed here in Gwangjang Market. So tourists, I will give you enough time to run around your area. I will give you 2 hours. So be back here at the exact time that I have given to you, the exact time and the exact place. So I guess everyone is here. Let me give you first a head count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. You are all now complete and it's time to go back to our tour bus. Sadly, this is the part where we have to say goodbyes and exchange our hellos and highs next time. I hope to see you again, tourists, and I hope that you all have fun, and I really hope to see you again. Thank you so much, tourists. This is your tour guide, Christine, or you can also call me Teen, signing off. Thank you, tourists!
Good day, tourists! I am Rimalyn and welcome to La Ginhawa Travel and Tour. I will be your tour guide for today's virtual tour to 2 tourist spots of Cebu, the Mactan Shrine and the Yap Santiago Ancestral House. But before we begin to our tour, please be reminded with safety protocols, guidelines, precautions, so that the trip will be highly safe and enjoyable. But first, when you hear me call, tourist! Tourist! It means we proceed to our next destinations. So now we begin to our head counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 29, 30. Okay, perfect. On to our first destinations, the Mactan Shrine. Mactan Shrine in Cebu is tribute to Dato Lapu-Lapu for defending Cebu from the invading Spaniards, led by Ferdinand Magellan in the Battle of Mactan that happened on April 27, 1521. To give you an idea of how valuable Lapu-Lapu's place in history is, he is considered as the first Philippine native to resist foreign invasion, making him the first national hero of the Philippines. So now, I will give you 10 minutes to take pictures around the place. Tourist! Tourist! Please be lined up as we go to our next destination. So welcome to our second destinations, the Yap Santiago Ancestral House. It is one of the oldest homes in the Philippines and it is believed to be the oldest Chinese house outside of China. The ancestral house was built by Don Juan Yap between 1675 and 1700 for his growing family. Despite its age, the balay nga bato ug kahoy still remains commanding and it's enchanting as ever because the secret ingredients of beautiful coral stones and egg whites that makes the walls and the malave, balayong, and terracotta glue that keep the roof strong. Inside the 2-story structure is adorned with beautiful pieces that will make you travel through time. So now, I will give you enough time to take pictures around the place. Take your time, tourist! 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 It's time to head back to our bus because we are going back to our hotels. So on behalf of La Ginhawa Travel and Tour, we are very thankful to choosing us to become a part of your unforgettable trip here in Cebu City. I hope we have given you 1,000 reasons to smile and enjoy. Thank you, tourists, and goodbye!
Good day and mabuhay tourists! I am Eliza Sulaiman, your tour guide for today's adventure. On behalf of La Ginhawa Travel and Tours, I would like to welcome you all to Malaysia. The bus ride to your hotel will take about 15 minutes. Right now, I'd like to take a minute to familiarize you with the area and discuss some brief safety precautions. Firstly, I ask that you remain seated until we reach our destination and that you not eat or drink while on the bus. Secondly, please realize that it is against the law to get drunk in public. Enjoy your vacation, but drink responsibly and do not drink and drive. I promise you are going to enjoy your stay here in Malaysia. It is a beautiful country where you can explore thriving modern cities, explore colonial architecture, relax on some of the beautiful beaches on the planet, and hike through lush green jungles. On today's adventure, we will visit two tourist destinations in this country, the Batu Caves and the Gunung Mulu National Park. Are you ready, tourists? I can't hear you. Okay, let's go. Now let me tell you some details about our destinations today for the Batu Caves. The Batu Caves are a series of caves among limestone hills in the district of Gombak, to the north of Kuala Lumpur, and they combine an interesting natural landscape with a major place of worship and some striking sights. With the hills are considerable and quite scenic, what makes them special is that they are home to one of the largest and most popular Hindu shrines in the world outside of India. But there was not always a shrine in the caves, and for quite some time it was used by the indigenous locals and Chinese settlers to collect bat guano. Things changed, however, when the American naturalist William Hornaday made the caves known to the international community in 1878. And for our second destination, the Gunung Mulu National Park. Gunung Mulu National Park is justifiably famous for its limestone karst formations, some of the most spectacular caves on Earth. Mulu is home to the world's largest underground chamber, or the Sarawak Chamber, the world's largest cave passage, or the Deer Cave, and the longest cave in Southeast Asia, or the Clearwater Cave. It is listed as a World Heritage Site in 2000. The park is dominated by the three mountains, the Mulu, Api, and Benarat, and covers 52,000 hectares of primary rainforest. The Mulu experience is not confined solely to its cavers. The park's biodiversity is as impressive as its cave system, with Mulu containing 15 different types of forest, including mixed dipterocarp, heath, peat swamp, moss forest, and montane vegetation, and thousands of species of ferns, fungi, mosses, and flowering plants. The park is also home to a wide variety of mammals, reptiles, birds, amphibians, fish, and insects, and other invertebrates. Again, on behalf of Lake Laking Ginhawa Travel and Tours, we are very thankful for choosing us to become a part of your unforgettable trip here in Malaysia. We are looking forward for your next visit.
Mayad nga aga sa inyong atanan, or should I say, good morning to all of you. So, are you the tourists that have enthusiasm and the beautiful ones? What? I can't hear you. So now guys, fasten your seatbelt and get ready, because we are now about to enter a paradise that have distinct culture, remarkable history, immense try activity, and a mouth-watering delicacies, and an eye-catching attraction. So are you guys excited? I can't hear you. Are you guys ready? So before anything else, allow me to introduce myself. So I am Danilo P. Cantona Jr., or you can call me Don. In behalf of Laking Ginhawa Travel and Tour, I will be your tour guide for today's trip. But before we start our adventure, I would like to give you some reminders. First, if you can't hear me or understand what I'm saying, please raise your right hand and don't hesitate to ask me. Second, please always stay in your group. Third, littering around is prohibited in destinations that we're going to. So let's preserve our environment. And fourth, secure your belongings for the safety. And lastly, I have here a whistle, and if you hear this sound, that means we only have minutes to enjoy the place. And if you see me raising this flag tag, that means we need to go back to the bus for the preparation. Our tourist destination for today's trip is the Taj Mahal of India. So the Taj Mahal of India is a beautiful and most attractive historical place in India. It is a cultural monument of India which was built by the King Shah Jahan in the memory of his wife Mumtaz Mahal after her death. So we can also experience here the sightseeing, the beautiful viewing, and the picture taking for our loved ones. And I will give you 15 minutes for the picture taking and sightseeing of the place. You only have 1 minute to enjoy the place. You may now go back to the bus for the preparation. It's time to head back to our bus because we are going back to our hotel. So on behalf of the Ginhawa Travel and Tour, we are very thankful for choosing us to become a part of your unforgettable trip here in Taj Mahal. I hope we have given you 1,000 reasons to smile and enjoy. Thank you and goodbye, tourists.
Good day everyone, my name is Mariel Malano and welcome to Ginhawa, and I will be your tour guide for today's adventure for 2 tourist spots in Thailand. The destination that we're going to visit is the Grand Palace. The Grand Palace is a complex of building of the heart of Bangkok, Thailand. The palace has been the official residence of the King of Sham. The palace was former residence for King Rama I to King Rama V of Ratanakosin Kingdom. So now, I give you 10 minutes to take a picture around the palace. The second destination is Chiang Mai. It's formerly the seat of the Lanny Kingdom and regarded as the northern capital of Thailand. Chiang Mai is entirely opposite to what first timer to the Thailand, except it to be unlike its northern counterparts. Chiang Mai is known for its lead book. Numerous temples and monasteries, crowded local market, natural and historical site, and countryside with lush greenery. So I give you 10 minutes to take a picture. Go! So on behalf of Ginhawa Travel and Tour, we're very thankful for choosing me as your tour guide for this wonderful country in Thailand. Kakun!
Good day, tourists! Are you good? Again, are you good? Alright, very good. Are you feeling great today, tourists? Well, that's great. So, are you ready or are you excited to our tour this morning? Nice to hear that. Okay, so fasten on your seatbelt and get yourself ready because we're about to enter a paradise with a distinctive culture, remarkable history, must-try activities, and an eye-catching attractions. So, are you excited? I can't hear you. Are you excited? That's great. Very good. So before anything else, I would like to introduce myself as your tour guide. I am Mariel Diaz on behalf of Goa's Travel and Tour. And I would like also to introduce to you our bus driver, Mr. Jan. Tourists, say hi to Mr. Jan. Alright. And as your tour guide, I want to give a few friendly reminders for your own safety and comfort. First, always wear your face mask, bring some alcohol, and also water for your dehydration. And also, I have here a medicine kit in case of emergency. And lastly, don't leave your bags unattended and always make your things with you. And you have to make as one. Okay. Did you get me, tourists? Very right. So I have here a whistle. If you hear the sound, that means you only have 5 minutes to enjoy the place. And if you see me raising these flag tags, that means we need to go back to the bus and proceed to our next destination. Alright, tourists, did you get me? Very good. Alright. So now, let's do the head counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Perfect. We are all complete. Alright. So tourists, Get yourself ready because we're about to go to our first destination. Alright. Wanyang Lai Dao Zongo, or Welcome to China. And allow me to tell the brief background of China. So China is the home of the oldest of the major world civilizations. It was ruled by the various dynasties for much of its history. So we all know that China is one of the most awaited attractions in the world. Alright, tourists? So, in China, we have two destinations to reach today. So, are you excited? Again, are you excited? Very good. All right. So, our first destination is tourist. Wanyang Lai Dao Potala Palace, Tibet. So Potala Palace, Tibet is most recognized historic structures and constructed as a front rest and residence for the Dalai Lama. And for centuries is a center of political and religious power and contains many of the religious most important treasures. So, this is the Palace of Tibet, the Potala. Alright, tourists, I will give you 10 minutes to roam around the place and to take a picture. Your timer starts now. Alright, tourists, let's do the head counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 10. Perfect. We are all complete. Thank you, tourists, for your cooperation. Alright, let's proceed to our second destination. And our second destination is Wanyang Lai Dao to Shanghai Promenade or the Bund. So Shanghai Promenade or the Bund is a remarkable act of smart city planning and reservation. As you stroll this wide pedestrian zone along the Wangpujiang River, you almost forget your bank's map in the middle of the China's largest city. So imagine you're walking in the pedestrian zone and you almost forget that you're at the largest city of the China. You will see the largest city of the China once you walk on the pedestrian lane. So, tourists, I will give you 10 minutes to enjoy the place, to take a picture, and to roam around. So your timer starts now. Tourists, it's time to head back to the bus and proceed to the hotel. Alright, tourists, let's do the head counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Perfect. We are all complete. Thank you, tourists, for your cooperation. That's the end of our tour. Did you enjoy? Who can share about an experience of our day tour? Alright, I love that too. On behalf of Goa's Travel and Tour, we are so thankful for choosing us, becoming part of your unforgettable trip in China. So, thank you, tourists, and goodbye. Again, I am